very, very assertive.
Absolutely.
It's a bit overkill, really, wasn't it?
Well, look, I'm on TV as well.
I haven't done my hair yet.
Look, it's me.
Look, it's me. Oh, look, it's you up there
Look,
as
I'm
well.
over there, and I'm up there,
Right,
and I'm
shall we
on the
start?
TV. Yeah, go on then.
Right. Hi everyone, welcome to Hunter-Gatherer Cooking. We're at the Stalking Show 2024. It's been a phenomenal weekend so far. I've met fantastic guests all weekend, and unfortunately, I'm now with Peter Gibbon from the Outdoor Gibbon. We've had a great couple of days so far.
We have. It's been a really good show. I keep seeing my face on everything at the minute. I'm currently on the TV. I'm on the wall.
He's been bringing this up the whole weekend. He is actually on TV at the moment on the stand. He's got his banners. How big are they? Four
Oh, hang
foot?
on. This is the best bit. You're about to scope yourself.
Oh, brilliant. So you keep reminding me, he's got banners up, you can see he's got his stickers, his mugs, his hats. He's been trying to sell these to poor people.
Absolutely.
So, but you have, haven't you?
We've sold a few hats. People have come. We've had a lot of people coming over saying it's really nice to meet the actual person, behind the voice.
Yeah, it's been.
I've had a lot of people saying you are the thing that allows me to do my journeys, my commutes and things like that. So yeah, it's been going down well.
You help with people's boredom.
I do. I take away their boredom. They sit in the car and they listen to me waffle on about all sorts of wonderful stuff.
So if you're new and or newer and you're not entirely familiar with Peter, our journey started here, really, didn't it? I think we exchanged some messages or something before.
Yeah, realistically.
But our journey started at the show, and Peter, when I first came to the show, I stood around and didn't understand anything, and genuinely, Peter he translated. You know, he started translating calibers and barrels, and he basically put into layman's terms what everyone was talking about, which I genuinely appreciated. And then from there, obviously, we carried on chatting, and then I suppose the next major move would have been coming up.
I think I invited you up for the grouse, and then said, if you do you want to video the grouse? And you were like, yeah. And I said, after that, how do you fancy going out potentially to take your first stag?
And then I think you were with me for my first.
Yeah.
And the scoping.
I scoped you.
I forgot about that.
You scoped yourself.
Have I done it yet?
You've already done it. You're about to shoot again now. And then, yeah, it's kind of gone from there, hasn't it? So you've been to Scotland now twice. You've obviously taken a stag. You've had a row with me as well. I've dragged you around the hill in some really snowy conditions.
So our favourite video, if you haven't watched it, is the one where we went up Glen Cover in the snow.
Yes.
And it's an amazing video, but fortunately or not fortunately, the Roebuck video is doing better.
Yeah,
isn't it?
I think just the word Roebuck seems to make a video
must be more popular.
Go better. Yeah.
But for me, the footage and the experience was phenomenal.
Yeah, the hillside's one of those places that's
like
just
that, wasn't it?
Totally different. It's a place that you've got to experience. You watch it on a video, and I don't actually think the video gives it full justice.
Even on that descent where it gets a bit dramatic, it doesn't look anywhere near as bad. I mean, I was losing my foot placement every other step.
Just if you are going to watch it, make sure you don't have any young children around, because Alex's language is quite
Colourful.
rich.
Yeah. On that note, that's not the intention. I will try and keep it family friendly.
But I believe that is just to show you the extremes of somebody actually struggling with those conditions. It is hard going. It's not a walk in the park.
No, certainly was. Well, it's now changed. The lowland stalking that I've been involved in and seeing, and I just kind of look at it and I cast my mind back to the hills and I think, that looks really easy compared to that.
Yeah, there's a big difference. Like lowland stalking is a relatively, it has its difficulties and its challenges, but it's actually, compared to racing around the hills, it's a totally different experience altogether.
Yeah. So Pete has been amazing this weekend. Pete has been on the stand, in some ways using it as his own space. Sometimes
totally
welcome, sometimes not welcome. But it's been really great. It's the type of show where people have been coming on and sometimes walking behind as we're filming, which is okay, and they just want to come on and chat, which has been great. but Pete sort of helped with directing people and things like that, and you've met loads of people. We should talk about the competition, bearing in mind this is going out after it's all done.
Yeah, exactly. So we had a competition available for people. It was a free entry, and in that competition, if you signed up for it, you had the chance to come and stalk a stag with me up in Scotland. Second prize was, obviously, this was all donated to the competition, was a set of knives from Richie Nank's Knives. We've also then got Ben at Deer Central kindly donated one of his 3-point harnesses. So if you've got your rifle sling, you put that on. Really nice, well, British made at the end of the day. The talented artist Katie Hargreaves donated her book, which went out with the BDS, which is basically it's the field guide to deer. So if there's a book you really want to get, I strongly recommend you go and buy that book anyway. And our fifth prize is one of these beanies, which everybody wants.
Clearly the best.
Absolutely. Keep your head warm, and you represent me.
I will sadly, I will put your links in the description.
Good.
Can people buy these online? You're not posting them out, are you? Or?
Yeah, we'll send these out. We haven't quite worked out how to do the online shop yet, but you can have my mug on a mug, or you can have my mug on your head. Kind of thing. It's whatever you want.
Something that I've done, and you're aware of this, is because I get asked, not that I'm an expert, but I get asked, who can I go out stalking with? So Pete's mug is actually on my website, again with all of his contact details on there, and your areas that you cover are...
It's pretty much Aberdeenshire, but we've also, we do the Glens of Angus, the Angus Glens. So we've got the Roebuck and Roe up in Aberdeenshire, and then we've got the Angus Glens for the Red Stags. Again, I'll mention in that, just a bit more plug-in, that's all done through Tom at Wells Sporting. And Tom is an absolutely fantastic stalker, and has allowed me to take Alex on the hill. And we're good bunch of friends, basically.
Yeah, and the thing I like about Tom is it's not just the deer stalking, it's not just the grouse and things like that. He's welcoming photographers, walkers, anyone who wants to be there, basically.
Yeah, that was another side to the business model that he's got, is if you decided that you don't actually want to go and shoot a deer and you'd like to go up there and take your camera and take photos, we can do the wildlife photography. And a really nice new thing we're just about to do. Yeah. So I'm leaving here with about 400 kilos of steel in the back of my truck, and we're actually going to be setting up a simulated stalking. So you can come up to the hill. One, you can have a go at some long-range shooting and push your distances. But two, if you're unsure about pulling the trigger on a living creature, you can actually come out with us and shoot a steel target. So that could be a red stag, a red hind. I think we've got a roebuck, a roe-doe. We've got a wild boar, foxes. Everything. All of these are going to be scattered around the hill, and it will actually physically be, you will do a stalk.
Yeah.
You will stalk into it. We might make you crawl into it. We might negotiate ourselves through a drainage ditch to get there. So you'll get the full experience of doing the red deer or a hill stalk. But at the end of the day, the target you're going to shoot is a reactive plate steel target. So no animals are harmed in the having fun.
And I think I was talking to Scott McKenzie about this, and from a confidence perspective, I can imagine for someone newer to it, it's going to be massively helpful. Yes. But then if you are used to it, it's still fun and worthwhile doing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it's one of those things, you might have a friend or a partner or something like that wants to experience deer stalking, but they're not sure about doing the final bit. That bit the bit we spoke about in the video, when you came firstly to Scotland, what if I don't want to shoot the deer? And it was like, well, just put the crosshairs on it.
You told me I had to.
No, I said you could do whatever you wanted. If you couldn't shoot it, you put the crosshairs on it and you say bang. Well, this time you can still pull the trigger. You can experience the full hunting rifle go, but nothing's getting harmed.
Yeah. And you've had overseas clients, you've had people from all over the country coming up to see you. It's been incredible, really, isn't it?
So we're quite open, and I've literally just been talking to the girls at Artemis Deer Stalking. Potentially they're looking for people to help get more women involved in the sport.
Yeah.
I think their stat to me was they only have 3, I think, firearms licenses for females in the UK is only 3%. of the entire...
Pause. Oh.
Jose.
So the skinning of the wild boar is commencing.
In the really wild kitchen. Right,
Yeah, that was David.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you,
so
David.
David just jumped in on top of us.
Oh, it's still going.
Fantastic deer calling competition will take place in front of the Ripley.
Is it really loud? Just cut this.
TV screen
No. You what?
It stays.
No.
deer calling competition. And lastly,
We're done now anyway, aren't
Yeah, pretty much.
we? We'll jump into Pete, thanks so much for everything, and fuck off.
Tatterton taxidermist will be taping off
Thanks for everything. No, fuck off.
Roadjack book at stage
David loves all
at
this.
12 noon.
You what?
Oh, well, there we
Right.
go. We're done.
Right, thanks so... That sounds really unnatural now, doesn't it?
What, that you just wanted me to go away now? Go
No.
on then, start again.
Right, genuinely, thank you for all your help this weekend. Thanks for
problem.
coming on.
Thanks for putting up with my snoring.
Oh, the snoring was bad. But we need to set some dates to come up
do.
again. I'm just waiting on a few at the moment.
I think you're coming definitely up for the grouse.
Yeah, that's
and
almost
then
a given.
we'll sort something else out after that.
But again, all Pete's details, sadly, will be in the description. Please harass him as much as possible so that he doesn't harass me too much. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thanks,
Hope
Peter.
you like this video. Make sure that you follow, you subscribe to the Outdoor Gibbon. You're on Spotify, Apple,
Any platform you can down a podcast, we're also now on YouTube.
any platform, all of them.
The whole lot.
So give him a listen. He's not as bad as others.
Thank you.